Hello, my name is PJ Capozzi, Superintendent of Schools for Meridian, CUSD 223. This is a recap of the March 2017 Board of Education meeting. We had a pretty full agenda with lots of really good discussion this past month. I want to go over a few of the highlights for you and give you some updates and things to think about as we move forward as a community. First, I am very excited to introduce Heather Alderks as our new athletic director starting in the 17-18 school year. Heather replaced Mike Reagan, who's done a really nice job for us for the last 4 years, and who is relocating out of state. We're very excited to be able to advertise, interview, and ultimately select an internal candidate for this position. Again, keeping with our beliefs that we need to do a good job of raising our own leaders and to make fiscally responsible decisions. Additionally, this past month, we approved our 2018-2019 calendar. Kind of a byproduct of community feedback, we realized that by approving our calendar each year in March or April for the subsequent year, we really were doing a bit of a disservice to parents who were trying to be proactive in planning vacations around school breaks. So now we've gotten ourselves on a cycle of approving the calendar for 2 years down the road. So we approved the 18-19 calendar. So anyone that is interested in looking long-term to plan vacations or making personal plans, on the website you will now see that we have the 17-18 and the 18-19 calendar posted so you can see when school will be in session. Additionally, this month we talked about 2 large purchases. One which was planned for at the beginning of the year, one which has kind of come up. Behind me to the right, you will see several examples of lockers. If you've been at the high school anytime recently, you will know that our locker situation is pretty severe and pretty dire in terms of what we ask kids to do. Most students cannot fit a backpack in their lockers due to the size, and certainly cannot fit a backpack and a winter coat. That coupled with the fact that we do not allow students to take backpacks to class for tripping hazards and safety reasons makes this a pretty precocious scenario for our kids. What I put in front of the board is a scenario to replace every locker at the high school, including locker room lockers, which, again, if you have students in the high school, if you can talk about the condition of the locker room lockers, and it's beyond the point of being inconvenient to students to the point where it's actually a liability risk, in my belief, for the school due to those conditions. So we presented that in front of the board. I presented an expense proposal and a proposal on how we would use our budget to potentially purchase these things out of Fund 60, which is a capital projects line item that would not impact our operating budget. Fund 60 is something that we get impact fees for and other fees from new construction, and it's supposed to be designed to offset expenses that result from new enrollment. Well, the actual reason that we're looking at new lockers this year, what triggered it is the fact that we have that massive 8th grade class. So we truly will not have enough lockers to serve all students at the high school next year without some type of movement. So in working through that process and talking with our attorneys and auditors, they feel it's an appropriate use of Fund 60, and again, it wouldn't impact our operating balance. So that's an opportunity that we have to do something that would, again, I think provide some type of investment in our students, something that they would see and appreciate, and also something that would be lasting, as lockers are not something we replace often. It'd be a 20 to 30 year investment. Additionally, we talked about the purchase of laptop carts. So last year we spent several hundreds of thousands of dollars improving our infrastructure. The reason we improve infrastructure is so that we can get more devices in kids' hands. So at the beginning of the year, we budgeted to purchase laptop carts at the end of the year. And the reason we didn't purchase at the beginning is because we always want to keep some type of money in reserve in case something catastrophic happens or there's an issue with our servers. So at this point, we are planning on purchasing between 20 and 26 laptop carts, which would mean that every grade level, K-5 would get 2 laptop carts, and then every department, 6-12, would get their own laptop cart to share. This would be a tremendous improvement in terms of the amount of devices we can get in our kids' hands. Other things we talked about that, just to bring back things we've talked about before on these updates and previews, were the Google Certified Educator program. And so we, as one of the beliefs that we had, if we're going to get more devices in the hands of kids, we have to get our adults prepared to be able to best serve our kids with those devices so they just don't become expensive paperweights. So one of the things that we did was offer a Google Certified Educator pilot program, which a handful of our teachers participated in and provided us feedback. The board and I have decided that we're going to continue this program on a semester-long basis where we're providing a financial incentive for our teachers to get trained and complete the Google Certified training. So we'll run one cohort each semester, hoping to get more and more teachers certified in this. 2 other quick things to hopefully that you are mindful of. One is that board elections are coming up. We do have a contested election this time. That means we have 5 candidates running for 4 positions. It is not my position, nor is it anyone in the districts really, to say who to vote for. I just want to encourage you to make sure that you are informed and go out and vote. And the last thing is that our early registration incentive is coming up. In order to register early and get the financial incentive means that you have to have all of your payments and all of your fees paid prior to registration. We currently have over $100,000 in outstanding fees. As a school, there's very little recourse we can do to collect those fees outside of collection agencies, which isn't exactly the community relationship we want to build. So please be mindful. You should be getting notes and calls from your individual schools if you have late fees. So please get those in so you can register early and take advantage of the incentive and lower registration payment if you do so. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My cell phone number is published on the website and my email. And of course, you can contact me via email or social media anytime. Thank you, and make it a great day.